Hi everyone, happy Monday. My name is Laura Milligan and I want to thank you for joining me today on my weekly Facebook Lives. I go live pretty much every Monday at 1 p.m. in the afternoon and I appreciate you joining in. If you're here, give me a shout out. If you're watching on replay, that's great. If you're watching on YouTube, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. And then you'll know anytime I upload a new video or share anything about my class offerings and that sort of thing. So I have a couple fun things to talk about today. I'm going to first start out with a drawing for the two cards that I created last week. So I have two lucky winners and I will mail those cards to them. And then tomorrow is the day that we release our Eden's Garden. It's a pre-release of a bundle that will be in our January to June mini catalog, and it is gorgeous. So I'm going to make a couple projects with that and talk a little bit about what's included in that collection. But first I'm going to do the drawing for my two cards. So I'm going to switch my view down. Okay, so these are the two cards that I created last Monday, and anyone that commented or shared my Facebook Live was entered into the drawing to win these cards. And these both featured the Be Jolly stamp set. It is so cute. And let me just check one thing here before I go on. Okay. Super cute. And I did two different cards. One was in the traditional red Santa suit, and then the other one was the combination of blue and black. And it seemed like people really liked this. We all love, of course, the traditional Santa, but people liked this. And, you know, we joked about maybe his red suit was in the laundry on this particular day, but it's just fun to kind of switch it up. So I'm doing a drawing for these two cards. This one is going to Sarah Wenger. She was the winner for this one. Hi, everybody. Hi, Anne-Marie. Hi, Suzanne, Becky, Judy. So good to see you all. Thanks for joining me. And then this one is going to Anne-Marie, and she happens to be watching right now. So Anne-Marie, this will be coming your way. I will get those in the mail today for you. Okay, so a couple things I want to talk about today. I'm going to be making two projects with our the new early release suite, Eden's Garden. I am offering a class on this, and I have kind of a quick turnaround on this because a couple of the products that are being released are on limited supply while supplies last. And you know how if something beautiful comes out with Stampin' Up, sometimes they get snatched up rather quickly. So I just thought I would do a quick turnaround. I released this class last week and registration ends November 5th. So let me just tell you a little bit about the class. It is $40. I have several different options. The basic option is $40. It includes 6 card kits, over $26 in product, and we do a PDF tutorial with the measurements, a picture, and then a video walking you through each of the 6 cards. I have them here, and let me just show you quickly. I'll just do a quick little peek for you. Really pretty. This one is a fun fold card, which we always like those. So I do these classes to go every month with my super nice and very talented Canadian demonstrator friend Sherry Roth. So we have put this class together for you, and I have several different options. I have the I Want It All option, which, trust me, you do want it all because these are gorgeous, gorgeous products. You will need the bundle, which is the stamp set and the dies, to complete the cards in the class. But if you maybe already have those, if you're a demonstrator and just want the class, that is possible as well. So this is the stamp set and the set of dies, and they are gorgeous. I'm going to be using those today. Let me just show you the designer paper. It is beautiful. It is specialty paper. It has touches of gold throughout. This one has just teeny little polka dots. It really is gorgeous. Look at that. So beautiful. I think this one might be my favorite. And then this is the back side. So the colors featured are two of our in colors, the Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent. Beautiful, beautiful colors. And I know that you will love this class, and I've already actually gotten a really great response for my class. The other thing included in this early collection, so the designer paper is limited supply. It will not be in the next catalog. So that is, you have to get it now, or you snooze, you lose, I guess you could say. This is cotton paper, and this is really, really neat to work with. It comes in 2 colors. You get soft succulent and then the evening evergreen. See if I can get my fingers to work and pull this out. There I go. I'll show you the back side there. So evening evergreen and soft succulent, you get some sheets of each. I'm going to make a really cool project with this on Thursday. So be sure to come back on Thursday. I do my Facebook Live Take 2, and I have a really cool 3D project I'm going to be making with the cotton paper. The other thing that's part of this suite that is also only during this pre-order are the garden gems, and they are gorgeous. I don't know if you can see how sparkly they are, but I'm trying to turn them so you can see, but it consists of some round gems, 2 different sizes, and then these beautiful marquee gems, which I almost feel like you could make earrings or jewelry or something out of those. They're just really, really beautiful. So that's my class. I will link the registration information when I'm done with my Facebook Live today, so you can refer to that. But I will say, don't miss out on this beautiful class. The cards and the products are gorgeous. All right, so today I am going to make a couple cards, well, 2 projects. One is a tag and then one is a card. And this is featuring the Eden's Garden Suite. And I know you all said that you like to see my finished project first, so I'm going to show you this. And I am using the Shimmer Gold Vellum, which is gorgeous, and then products from the suite. So let me show you how this goes together. I used a thick basic white base, and then I used a piece of the beautiful designer paper. And I'm going to just put this part together, and then I will attach it to my card base. So I just did some layering. I added a piece of our cardstock vellum. So I'm going to just go ahead. This is just going to be centered on this front panel. Like I said, this is probably my favorite paper in this collection. So I'm just going to squeal a little glue on the center here. And I'll just get that in place like that. Usually when I'm using vellum, I do not put any adhesive around the edge because it will show, and this is going to be covered up, so you're kind of safe putting it there. All right, I'm going to next put this piece of designer paper, and I'm going to bring in a stamp. This is the big floral image from the stamp set, and I'm going to be stamping this in soft succulent right on the top of this designer paper. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this up, and I'm just going to stamp this at an angle towards the top of that designer paper. And it just adds a little bit of very soft, subtle interest to that designer paper. Okay, now I'm going to put, so this will be my next panel. I'm going to go ahead and attach that. Isn't that pretty? So I'm just going to use my glue. And hear that, and you can see now that dab of glue that I put on my vellum is going to be covered up. But it is stuck in place, it won't be going anywhere. Okay, so we have that. Next, I took a piece of the Shimmer Vellum, and this does have a right and a wrong side, and if you can tell, the one side is super shimmery. It's called Gold Shimmer Vellum for a reason. It's super, super shimmery. And there's the back. And so for this, I'm going to just put a little bit of adhesive at the top here because, again, I don't want my glue to show. So I'm just going to put a little dab, and I could probably get away with just a teeny touch there for that lower edge. Okay. And this is just going to be flush along the bottom of this patterned piece. Okay. So we got that. Then I took a piece of this cotton paper and I'm actually going to tear it. I'm pulling it towards me and just kind of getting a little bit of a rough edge for that. Okay, so I have that. Then I took a piece of the basic white and I'm going to use this die and I'm going to line this up like that and run it through my die cutting machine. And then I'm going to take it out and flip it over and do this side. And so when I do that, I ended up with a piece like this. And so you can see what I did. I positioned this in place and cut that out and then took it out and flipped it around and cut this side. So I ended up with a little strip here in the middle and I'm going to stamp on that. But I love this die and I have some samples here I'm going to show you. I participated in a swap and I have some ideas that I'd like to show you. So I've got that and I'm going to slide this out of the way here and I'm going to stamp hello there. And I've got that right here. And for this, I'm going to use my Evening Evergreen ink. I just need to grab it here. Hope you all had a fun Halloween weekend. We did. I had so many trick-or-treaters. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just stamp this. I had a huge bowl of candy, and it was gone. Candy and pretzels, it was gone in half an hour. Okay, so there's my hello there. And now what I'm going to do is just attach this to the back here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue along this edge here. So we'll just position that in place and you can see just a little bit of that rough. I'm going to move it up a little bit. I just want a little bit of that green to show it sort of just sets off that edge. Okay, that looks good. Okay, and then this is going to just go across here. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to position this in place about where I want it. That looks pretty good. And I'm just going to take my paper snips and cut that off. And I'm going to flip it around and do the same thing over here. I'm just going to follow the edge of this designer paper. Okay. So we have that. And then for this, I'm going to attach it with dimensionals. So go ahead, put some dimensionals on the back of this. And that's just going to be angled right there, like that. And then to dress this up, I'm going to use the gems, and I have my Take Your Pick tool. So I'm going to put a couple of these Marquee Gems. I think they're so gorgeous. Put one there, and I'll put one there, almost like a little flower, and then I'll put just one of these little round ones there. And then I'll just take this and put this on my white card base. So I'll go ahead and attach that. Yeah, the gems are so pretty. Go ahead and attach this, and this is just going to cover the whole front of my white card base. Go ahead and put that on there. And I'll hold that down. And while that is sticking, I always give them a minute to kind of take hold, so I'm going to bring in my finished one again. So you can see how pretty and sparkly, and I thought it was fun to use the Shimmer Vellum here. It just pulls the gold from the designer paper. And then, of course, the gems are so pretty as well. Yes, Suzanne says she loves the paper. I do as well. All right, so there's my first project. And then the second one I'm sharing is a little tag because this is the time of year for tags, right, with Christmas. So I made this little tag. I'm going to put all the parts and pieces out here. I chose a different word stamp. I'm using the Tidings and Trimmings stamp set for this one. And I chose the May Your Days Be Merry and Bright because I thought this is a time of year when we need a lot of Christmas tags. So I just wanted to give you an idea for that. So I've already cut the parts and pieces, and I used one of the Tailored Tags dies. These are must-have. I can't tell you how much I have used mine, and once you use them, you're definitely going to want to use them over and over again. And then I just have some strips of the designer paper. I cut a couple sprigs from the die, the Eden dies. I used this little one here, if you can see it, to cut these two cherry cobbler sprigs. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put this together. So I'm just going to layer this designer paper, and I'm going to start at the bottom and move towards the top. I love to make pretty packages at Christmas time with pretty tags and papers, and this one for sure is really pretty. Okay, so this one now is just going to go over that. Go ahead and add that. This is just going to be centered on the front of the tag. And then the last piece is this pattern. It's Soft Succulent, and that one is going to go a little bit over on the right-hand side. So we'll go ahead and attach that. And you could do this with any of the papers from this set because, of course, they all coordinate. Okay, so that's going to be there. And then I have this little piece, and it's just going to go right over that. Kind of covers up that seam. Okay, that'll be just like that. Okay, so there's the base of the tag, and now we're going to dress it up and make it look really pretty. So I'm going to start by just adhering this sprig. This is cherry cobbler. Just put that there, like that. Give it a second to hold. And then I'm going to do some stamping, and this is a small circle that I die cut with crumb cake, and I'm going to stamp it with Evening Evergreen ink. And here is my stamp. It says, "May your days be merry and bright." And again, this is from the Tidings and Trimmings stamp set. Okay, I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to sort of tuck this behind here like that. I'm going to put that out like that. So what I want to do is add just a little glue to this leaf here. That's going to be tucked behind. The rest will be tucked out or pulled out from behind. But I thought this was a cute way to add this little sprig here. So I'll just do that like that. And I'll give that a second to set. And then what I'm going to do is put some dimensionals on the back. And that'll help hold that in place as well. Oop. All right. So that is going to just go right on top of this. just right there like that. And then I'm just going to add some embellishments. I have a piece of the sheer soft succulent ribbon. I'm going to go ahead and put that through the hole actually, and then I'll add my gems. But I love these tailored tag dies because they actually, when they not only do this, they cut out the tag with stitching, but they also cut out the hole. So that makes it really, really quick and easy to use and super cute. So there's my tag. I'm just going to add some embellishments. So I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool again and just add my gems. I see people are saying they're having technical difficulties. I'm not sure what's going on. Hopefully some of you can hear and see this. I don't know what's going on. That's modern technology, I guess. So I'm just going to tuck some of these around here. Tuck one under here, under this little sprig. And then I'll just add a few more. You can never have enough bling, right? Especially at Christmas. It just makes it sparkly and magical and fun. Okay, so there are my two card, or my tag and my card. Let me pull this one in again that I made, and this is the Eden's Garden. These are samples made with early release product. Super, super pretty. And so I actually wanted to share with you, I'm going to put my cards aside, and I participated in a swap, and so I wanted to show you some of the swap cards that I received. Look how pretty that one is. So many beautiful ideas. This one, super, super pretty. This one is neat. It's like a pleated and embossed fold with the paper. That was really cute. Opens up like that. And then this one on crumb cake. And I love this one because it's not just the greens. That's probably early espresso and some crumb cake ink as well. And I thought that was very beautiful. So those are some swaps that I got from some friends. And so I'm going to go ahead and switch my phone back now. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, I will post information about registration for my class to go featuring these beautiful, beautiful products. And I appreciate you joining me today. I encourage you to sign up for my class. My classes to go, the enrollment continues to grow. I get a lot of comments from people saying how much they've loved the classes and the product and how nice everything is packaged. And I feel pretty certain that if you've ever not signed up, once you do, you'll want to sign up for another class. So I hope you will do that, and I appreciate you so much joining me. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I will be back here on Thursday with a Facebook Live Take 2 with a really cool 3D project. And as always, I hope you have time to be creative today. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.